Our 2023 whitetail fall season, of course, starts at the end of October. It was our 5th season owning Chaparral, and I think it was a success. For the simple fact is, we're running a management program, and my goal is to be a place where people can come and have the opportunity at hunting a true Saskatchewan giant. And in 2023, we didn't kill a lot of deer, but we killed quality deer. So our management program is definitely working. So, I'm really excited and looking forward to 24 and 25 and so on, because it's going to get better and better every year. So yeah, what tells me our management program is working? Number one, having the right people, clients, friends, people that keep on coming back in place. Killing bigger deer, our average score is going up. 2019 our average score was 138. Our average score last year was 153. I want that score to be in the 160s. So just the numbers show that it's working. And Mother Nature, obviously, everyone knows, it's no secret, Mother Nature has a play in that, but she dealt us a good hand last winter, so that's going to really help us. So trail cameras is a big part of our of our game. Some days I wonder if trail cameras should be outlawed, but it's definitely part of the game. We have trail cameras on every single bait site, plus we have some trail cameras on scrape lines, stuff like that. So and we're watching those cameras all the time. The one thing about trail cameras is they just give us a snapshot of what's in that little pocket. I always tell guys, of course it's a great tool. It tells us what we're seeing there, but it doesn't tell us everything. We always get those surprise deer. Twice it's happened to us. We've harvested deer that we never seen on camera. One of them was 174, beautiful deer. So cameras is a great tool. We for sure use them, but it doesn't tell you everything. Yeah. So what we do to decide who goes for bear and deer, for who goes to which stand, of course we're using our trail cameras, our intel. Myself and my guides, we're checking cameras all the time, so we know which bait sites we're going to hunt. So for example, if we're hunting deer, we got 8 guys in camp. We got 8 stands picked for that first day. So we take those 8 stands, they're all named, throw them in a hat, we draw cards, whatever we decide that day. It's youngest to oldest picks the cards, and so high card picks out of the hat first, and it's luck of the draw where you go. I mean, of course, we pick the best bait sites that we have at that particular time, so they're all good spots, but there's no favoritism. If it's your first year here, or if it's your 10th year here, you get a fair shot. You get a fair shot at every stand. So I believe that's a huge point in what we do, because everybody's here for the same reason. Yeah, I'm gonna say in it would have been 2022, I believe. One of my clients was sitting on a bait. It was cold. It was cold enough, and he was hunting a big deer that had just shown up, and it was, I think, about 4 o'clock in the day. I think it was day 5 of a 6-day hunt. He texted me, "I think I got him." Perfect. I'm not far away, so I started heading towards him, and he was in a ground blind at this particular spot. I drive into the ground blind, and he's like, "He's just at the bait. He's at the bait." I'm like, "You missed him?" Yeah, I missed him. Okay, so I said, "Well, I'll head out of here. I'll leave, and hopefully I'll come back." Okay, so the deer had come in once, missed it. Deer come in again, and I bumped it out. So I leave, and I was gone maybe 10 minutes. I got another text. I got him this time. So anyway, that I think was, I mean, it was a true Saskatchewan giant, and this guy had hunted Saskatchewan. I think it was his 12th year. but adrenaline, and excitement got him, and he was lucky enough to hold that together, and lucky enough for that deer to come back, and he ended up getting him. The 2024 season, I think and predict that it's probably going to be Chaparral's best season. The reason I say that is, season 6 of the management program, Mother Nature dealt us a good hand finally after 4-5 bad winters. Not bad winters, but bad enough for the deer. I mean, they survived it, but when they come out of it in lower shape or lower weight, it takes them longer to recover. Long story short, 2024 I think is going to be a breakout year, and we'll start running trail cameras usually in mid-September. We start putting them out. The reason we do that a little bit later in the year is we put them out earlier, and you really don't see a lot until the deer start to move around a little bit, and when the food starts to get a little scarce. So we actually have our return base for clients is actually pretty good. It's getting better. I guess as far as bear hunting goes and deer hunting, we have I'm going to say probably 40% of our guys do both. They'll come with us in the spring and they'll come back in the fall again. We have more return-based clients on the whitetail side. I think maybe there's more crazy whitetail, passionate whitetail hunters out in the world than there are black bear hunters.
Well, we had a good year. I mean, we had warm weather, which kind of affected a bit, but we still shot some really nice bucks and seen lots of deer. And I think it's only going to get better this year. I think we're in for a good year this year just because of the winter we had last year. Well, they go the extra mile there. They're always willing to get out, bait more, check cameras. We're willing to go that extra mile to make sure that their customers are successful. He's comfortable because everybody that shows up here is, if they've missed something, they haven't brought something, we find it for them. If they want to change a stand site, he'll talk them into maybe staying one more night and definitely move them. But they know down the road, I think they're very confident in the people that are running the operation. That's Greg and Shelley and all the guides, the cook, that they want success. First time hunter, they're a little bit green. I mean they want to be successful like everybody else, but they're a little bit green, and I mean you got to guide them a little bit more, coach them a bit. Stay quiet, hang tough. It'll happen. You got lots of time. Don't worry about getting in a big rush. Patience again is a big thing, but it's not an extra. But the food is phenomenal. The equipment that he uses is top notch. We don't have breakdowns, and if we do, we get them fixed, but it's very seldom. Tree stands are like, there's a lot of people comment on the tree stands, how comfortable they are, right? And you got people coming back 4, 5, 6 years in a row, sometimes twice a year, bear hunting and deer hunting. So that pretty much tells you there's a good thing going on here. So that change room is huge. And the gear, you don't have all that gear going back and forth. Them guys really appreciate that change room. It's a big thing. They comment about that lots. Skin and shack, like, that's a big place to be when somebody shoots a big buck. That skin and shack, everybody's right around there. It's just like a campfire sometimes. They're seasoned hunters, but they don't see the size of deer that we have, body-wise, rack-wise. Like, they're astonished by the number of deer they see. And it's the wilderness that we got. Like, the wilderness is like, you hear a lot of comments from guys that, we're lucky to have what we got. Like, we've got some pretty vast land, and I was talking to a guy today, and he said, I see 40, 50 hunters a day when I'm hunting in Michigan. Like, there's that many people in such a small area, right? So that's the vastness of what we have is huge for them guys too. You know, like I say, there's so many people that return all the time. You get to be more of a friend. Like you see it like today, Mike, you know, he says you come here as strangers and you leave with friends, more friends, right? So it's a big deal. It's kind of a family thing after you're done almost. They get together and it's a good bunch of guys.